Sports Beat is powered by KSLSports.com.
Well, just 8 more days until kickoff, and that vibe at both BYU and Utah practices seems to be shifting. There's no doubt the rivalry intensity starting to ramp up just a little bit more. It's a game that sometimes divides friends or co-workers and in their loyalties. And for a couple of Utes, it's also a family affair, though. Defensive lineman Bradley and wide receiver Samson Nakua are now experiencing the other side of the rivalry than they were used to when growing up. Blood is ultimately thicker than a rivalry, but it doesn't mean there isn't a bit of friendly ribbing going on either.
Last year, I seen him on the field, my brother on the field before the game, and he told me, he's like, they're coming to smack you. He's like, I told her I put a bounty on your head. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, it's like that? But me and him, he calls me before the games too, and just gives me a little crap talk, but tells me he loves me and tells me to ball out still.
My whole family, they're Ute fans right now. And my dad too, he's a Ute fan too, believe it or not. But for him, he always says, you know, I'm a Ute fan for one more year.
Oh, you gotta love it. Well, down in Provo, the final day of fall camp brought a special guest to visit the Cougars. Coach Sataki had Patty Edwards, wife of the late Lavelle Edwards, talking to the team before practice about Lavelle and the legacy that is BYU football.
What Lavelle did here was amazing, and you know, she talked about just how like those were kind of the glory days, but how she has the feeling and the same feeling that we have to bring those back.
Throughout camp, we've been really trying to have an emphasis on teaching them more about Lavelle and the impact he had on college football, but also the person that he was, the father and husband that he was, and the mentor and coach that he was.
Since being here and since being closer to, you know, Utah County and hearing all this wonderful stories about him, he was not just a great coach, but he was a great man.
All right, well, what a night for Salt Lake Bees outfielder Joe Adell. Not only did he hit his first career AAA home run, but he hit 2 homers in the game. Bees and the Rainiers knotted up at 2 in a weather delay in the 5th inning. All right, Utah Royals facing the Washington Spirit, looking for their 4th straight win. They battled the weather in this one. Almost a 2-hour delay. Former BYU Cougar Ashley Hatch tries to get the Spirit going early, but Nicole Barnhart got the clutch save. In the 53rd minute, no score. Kristen Press stopped not once, but twice on this try. The Royals and Spirit did finish in a scoreless draw. I'm going to make an early 8-day prediction that there will not be a scoreless tie in that BYU-Utah football game coming up next week.
No, and we'll make a prediction that Deanie will be singing here very soon, so we're excited about that.
I predict otherwise, but we got 8 days.
Can't wait.
We'll be right back.